Good evening, lunatics. Hope y'all doing well on this fine Wednesday evening. Good to see all y'all. How you doing, Dirt Dog, Cray and I? That's Siri bot you misread as sexy bot. You know, knowing me, I wouldn't be surprised if I did actually had a bot named Sexy Bot. But no, I do not have I do not have a sexy bot. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I know I promised I was going to do Zenless tonight. But I didn't stream Fire Emblem yesterday because I was feeling really not... let's be objective here. I was not in a good headspace, and I really needed the night off. I also did not get much sleep yesterday as well, so I really needed rest. I also wanted to do Fire Emblem because I kind of needed the day in order to catch, to have the month roll over for Zenless because I can get more pulls that way. But yeah, I also felt like, I didn't feel like doing Zenless tonight. You're about to start a drawing session since you cleaned off your iPad screen. Oh, you're drawing your iPad? That's cool. So I am under weather today. I'm sorry to hear that, Crane. I hope you feel better. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Anyway, last time on Fire Emblem Three Houses, we did Ferdinand and I believe it was like Cynthia's paralogue, and now we're about to head into the actual main chapter. Taking Fort Merceus? Merceus. Mercurius? Merceus. Merceus. Fort Merceus, said to be impregnable. Anyway, lies between you and Enbar, the Imperial capital. Seize the sturdy fortress. Seizing the sturdy fortress will require a carefully devised strategy. Then why are we here? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Next patch for Zenless isn't for a while anyway, isn't it? It's not going to be for a while, but I still need to pull for Vivian since we didn't manage to snag her last week.
Thank you! The true Fire Emblem were the subs we made along the way.
Storm, thank you so much for the 40 months. I really do appreciate you. That's so kind of you for the resub. Big 40, right? How many years is that? That's 3.33333333 ongoing years. Thank you so much for the years of support, dude. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's head over to Fort Merceus. Oh, Merceus? Marcius. Hang on, my stick is not working. Oh, now it wants to actually behave itself. You know, I really hope that Xeno, whenever he finds time to be able to fix up my Pro Controller, is sometime soon.
Alliance and Empire collide. The three forces engage in a fierce battle, each suffering significant losses before deciding to withdraw. Seeing an opportunity, the Resistance Army quickly plots an invasion of Imperial territory. In order to gain a foothold in the Empire, they will attempt to capture Fort Merceus.
And through the power of this 7 that I've drawn on the map, we will be blessed with incredibly good luck. Ignore the amount of times where my luck in Fire Emblem never pans out. Tell us something new, Limit. Did you know the little plastic bits at the end of shoelaces are called aglets? Their purpose is sinister. Taking Fort Merceus, Silver Snow, Chapter 17, The Impregnable Fortress. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Oh, great! There's a whole bunch of monsters lying around. That's not an issue. Is any named units over here? I see some Imperial guards. I see this one magic dude who's sitting on a fire orb, which can launch up to 12 spaces away. Good lord, the amount of reach on this thing's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not seeing any named people up here, though. Okay, hopefully I don't need to worry about anything major then. Alright, let's see here. Well, we're forced to bring in Lyra, so that's perfectly fine. Let's see here. With the amount of setup that we currently have at the moment, the only person I would not be able to bring in would be Sedith and Ferdinand. Do I want to take anyone else for them? I have a level 2 level 42s, and these two are level 41s. You know what? Yeah, let's drop to level 40. I would have to drop one of my archers. Is that okay? Is there any flying units I'd have to worry about? Doesn't look like it. For people who have never been to a Fire Emblem game before, archers are the only things that can deal with flying units, but thankfully it looks like we don't have to worry about that. So as long as there's no flying units that randomly show up out of nowhere, knowing Fire Emblem, that can entirely happen, we should be fine. Alright, so going to be rocking this 10. Alright, let's see here. How's our support conversations coming along? Well, at the very least, Flame is all decked out. Sedith, how about you, buddy? Who do you still want to hang out with? Got it, you want to hang out with Tits McGee. Alright, sure, let's throw her on to you, I guess. Alright, I can't do that because you're a flying unit. Man, I love pair-ups in this game. I guess I might as well throw Ingrid onto Sedith since I have no one else to throw her on. Watch as they show up at the midway point of the map. Don't you put that voodoo on me. Let's see here. Well, unfortunately, Ferdinand is also a flying unit, so he cannot do any pair-ups that way either. I'm starting to wonder if I should just, like, turn these characters into flying units just so I can actually pair them up with people. Enjoy your dinner, Crane. What you having? Alright, let's see here. Well, if I can't pair up Ferdinand and Sedith, and I don't think I can pair anyone up with Cyril either, can I? That's a big fat no. Okay, that's fine. And I don't think Constance can pair up with anyone either. Nope, because they're all flying units. Yay! Ottoman's all maxed out, so I don't have to worry about that. I guess we can throw Lorenz onto Manuela. Lucky bastard. Anyway. Hey, Gabby, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. You're having lasagna with garlic? That is one Italian dinner, and I really want that now. That sounds freaking delicious. Alright, Manuela. Aloise needs to do so with Manuela, which is no big deal. We don't have to worry about that right now. Catherine is currently on the bench, so is Shamir. Cyril can't pair up with anyone, and Yuri and Constance are maxed out. Fantastic. Okay, Lyra, if that's the case, what can we do for you? What can I get for you? Some drinks, some snacks, or a little Balthus. Alright, that should be good enough. Items-wise, how's our equipment looking? Yuri's equipment looks fine. Manuela's equipment is fine because she only uses magic anyway. 24 uses of the trading gauntlets plus. And that's like, what, 12 fights? I feel like 12 fights is more than enough for Aloise. Cyril has plenty of training bows as well as the killer bow. We should be fine there. Sedith has 35 training lance uses left. He has 8 uses of short spear left, which is not a big problem. 55 trading lance uses left for Ferdinand. Yeah, we got plenty of uses there. We're fine there. Theoretically. And I don't think we got any new skills since last time we came to look at this, right? Grants my +5 and hit +20 when using gambits. I don't think that really matters with my current setup at the moment, though. And so I'm starting to wonder if I should just throw Miracle onto Flane. It wouldn't be the worst thing to have on her, just so we can keep her from randomly dying on us. The only issue is that it really depends on her luck percent. And her luck percent is literally an 11% chance. I don't know, maybe I should just throw it on here. Since she's never actually going to attack anything, I guess we can take off Fiendish Blow. And Battalion Renewal is probably not going to be all that useful on her either. Miracle on Manuela, though. What's actually Manuela's stats on luck? She has a 27 luck stat? Why do I not have Miracle on her since the beginning? That's 27% chance to survive a deadly hit. Yeah, might as well throw Miracle on her. How did I not do that sooner? Alright, let's see now. Your foe initiates while unit's HP is less than or equal to 50%. I don't think we need to worry about that. Alert stance would be pretty nice on Constance. The only real issue is that she doesn't really have a means to wear it. Because she's currently got like 3 blows on her. Because like, plus 30 to hit, plus 6 magic, and plus 6 additional speed every time she initiates combat. That's really, really good on her. I don't think I really want to mess with her offensive abilities. Seal defense. If unit damages foe during combat, foe suffers -6 defense for 1 combat. Probably get rid of alert stance. Yeah, let's get rid of alert stance for the seal defense. He's going to need that. I'm surprised I never put that on sooner, though. Anyway, aside from that, though, I think we're pretty much set here. Luck be a lady tonight, for real, for real. All right, Bane of Monsters. Do I really want to use that? Not really. Laramie is mostly just going to be punching everything or magicking everything anyway. All right, I think with this setup, we should be good here. Mighty Blow, powerful gauntlet attack. Not really seeing anything I really want to throw on here unless I really want to give Alois the ability to heal himself without using an item. Recover 50 HP is nothing to sneeze at, though. You know what? Sure, why not? Give you healing focus. And unfortunately, can't take advantage of triangle attack because we don't have enough flying units around here. I heard triangle attack is a very common thing that you can do in older Fire Emblems. I don't know if it's any good in this game. I know it's like theoretically good in this game, considering how the best class in this game is the Wyvern Lord, but still, eh. And reposition unit moves an adjacent ally to an opposite adjacent square. I I don't really see Ferdinand being all that useful for that, so I think we're going to ignore that for now. You know, as my Switch's Pro Controller stick decides to drift again and makes things really annoying to actually navigate through menus. Alright, I think we finally maxed out? No, it looks like we got 2 more armies that we still have to max out. Sheesh. Alright, do I really want to max out the Knights of Ceros? It's a C rank army, but it's not the worst thing to have here. And why not? I like how even though we're doing a main story map, I'm still treating this map as something for us to just like have us like go through quickly just so we can, how do I put it? I like how I still treat it as if, oh, this is still a map where we can level up on, so I'm not even gonna try my hardest. Mostly because I'm kind of over leveled as hell at the moment anyway. Alright, well, Yuri's going to be taking lead here because we're going to need him to be able to grab these chests, so let's have him go beat up those horses. Goodbye, horses. Ferdinand can probably head towards the left. We do need to get... Oh, right. This guy's got an archer. We can't exactly fly everywhere because of that, so that's going to be a little tricksy for us. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to have to play this a little safe. Oof, okay. This is fine. Thank you.
Report. A group posing as Imperial soldiers has infiltrated. They seem to be affiliated with the church.
Okay, so I know the idea is that we disguise ourselves as Edelgard's army in order to infiltrate the Empire's stronghold here. My question is, how the hell did no one notice the green hair? Considering how the green hair is associated with all the religious folks inside of the church, they would be like, green hair, eh? Nah, that's perfectly fine. Let's let him in.
Close the gates. Leave no survivors.
Now let's conceal everything? I guess. Okay, so what's up with the blue spaces? Am I supposed to like just get every... Oh, enemy reinforcements will appear from all sides of the fortress. If you move one of your units to the space where enemy fortress enter the battlefield, you can stop them from appearing there. So basically, I need to be able to get over these spaces. Ooh, this music is really nice though. Kind of dig it. Oh my god, there are archers everywhere. Oh, this is going to be a bad map for our flyers. Okay, this is fine. It's fine. It's fine. All we gotta do is, you know what? I have an idea. Oh, this is going to be a fun idea.
Thanks.
Oh, right. I forgot to turn on my animation. Hang on, let me turn on the animations really quick. Combat animations on. Assist animations on. Battle speed, fast. There we go. Okay, with double the distance. Yeah, we can't casually just like march over here. Get off of our flying unit over here and then just have him like stab the hell out of this archer. Let's go. Double stride is so good. The Fire Emblem 5 strats, for real, for real. Okay, let's see here. What do I currently have equipped? We have the evasion ring on, which gives us an extra avoidance of +10, so we currently have an avoid of 90. I would be amazed if we somehow got hit here, so let's go.
A boon for our future.
Okay, so that's one archer down, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Guide me well.
And unfortunately, I don't think I have a very good means of taking that guy out. Well, no, we could just, like, do this. How do I want to handle this? There's a few... Ooh, there's a few monsters up north, too. That's going to be a little tricky. Okay, in that case, I think what we're going to do is... Sedith will head to the left alongside... No, I think... Yeah, I think Sedith... Yeah, you know what? Sedith and Ferdinand are basically the Bash brothers in this case. They can one-man army their way through everything on the left side. However, they're going to need a little magic backup. So that's why we're going to send Hanuman over to help them out. Okay, let's see here. How's our magic looking for Hanuman too? Man, we're almost up to A rank on magic for him. Like S rank for magic, rather. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I don't really want to use Nosferatu right away, mostly because we don't know what kind of danger he's going to put himself into, so, Man, you guys can tell how over-leveled I am when I'm doing a main story chapter and I'm barely gaining any experience. Okay, let's see here. If I put Sedith right over here, he should be able to be right outside of the archer range, so he shouldn't be shot. And at 1181, Edelgard and her followers have started her takeover and plans to take over the Church of Saros. Rhea and her followers have managed to escape the Emperor's wrath. Today, we still want to be the Drescian empires. They survived. Soldiers of Fortune, if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the FET. Anakiki, I'm so glad you picked up on what I was referencing. Da 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 da. Na na na. Anyway, let's see here.
Onward.
Okay, let's see if we can get Yuri up north over here.
Expected.
We do actually make that distance. Awesome. Okay, this is looking a little dangerous for my liking, so we're probably going to have to go for this Excalibur hit just to knock these guys out. Again, I'm so extremely over-leveled that I can casually get 29% crits, even though I really shouldn't be able to do this right now.
What's my strategy?
Okay, let's see here. We already have a few magic folks going up there. So let's have a magic caster go up here then. And Cyril should be able to just snipe this guy out, ideally, right? I don't know why I ever expect Cyril to actually be able to do anything. It's a 37% chance to crit. He'll land the crit, right?
I'll handle this. That's what you get.
Okay, there we go. All good there. And, I wonder if I can snipe a bolting hit off with Constance over here. To be honest, there's not really anyone I really particularly want to hit with this. I guess maybe, hopefully, we can knock out this one Swordmaster.
They were sure to perish.
You know, I wonder what that guy must be thinking whenever he sees that. Oh, hey, I wonder who that cute girl on the Pegasus is It is. I wonder if she'd like to go out sometime, and then just like a lightning bolt to the face across the screen. But yeah, you have a good night, Storm. You take care. Fire Emblem crits. Rare crits are more common than shown. Common crits are more rare than shown. For real, for real. Unfortunately, the bolt axe. Man, I really want to give her the bolt axe, but she needs to be raised on axes. I need to start working on axes for her just so she can actually use that weapon. Okay, I don't really want Lyramie to take too much damage here, but you know what? Let's just equip her with the Nosferatu, so that way if she gets hit, she can just like recover off of it. Okay, dodge to 20. That's a little anxiety inducing. Oh my god, said it? Wow! Even freaking monsters in this game who normally are really annoying to deal with are capable of actually being able to take out, like, avoid getting hit by those guys. That is extremely rare. Oh, great. A bunch of armored units just popped up out of nowhere. Okay, that's fine. In that case, how do I want to handle this? I definitely don't want to be able to go onto the flying. I definitely don't want to start flying quite yet, so I think we're just going to take these guys out slowly but surely. These guys straight up are unable to hit Ferdinand as long as he has his max HP. As long as he has max HP, we shouldn't be in it, but we shouldn't have any issues here. That being said, though,
shall have impact.
Constance, please knock out all of this monster shields. We do not need this guy in our face right now. Ooh, I have some free experience too. I'll take that.
Behold our strategy.
You know, there's one thing I always hate when it comes to video games, is that, like, for some reason, a lot of the time, whenever you're trying to, how do I put it? A lot of times, whenever you're trying to, like, see something through the camera, there's always, like, something in, like, the background of a camera that's just right out of screen, but it's floating in, like, occasionally has, like, some of its model clip into the camera and makes you feel like something is, like, going on with your camera for some reason and causes it to, like, just freak out on you. I kind of hate it whenever that happens. That was actually what was going on just now with, like, the camera for, the camera for the Gambit where Zenith was actually attacking. And that was very obnoxious. Okay, let's see here. I see that monster up there. I know he's going to come for us soon. Okay, so let's see now. If I move 6 spaces, will I be able to even reach? No, I would not be able to reach at all. Shoot. Unless... hang on. Do I really want to send Cyril over there? You know what? They probably could use a little more reinforcements on the left over there. I don't know. I guess it's whether or not if I really want to have Cyril. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's send over Cyril to the left over there. The main reason I want to do that is because I'm a little worried about the monster on the left, like, waking up and starts attacking everyone. Either that or if he randomly starts attacking... either that or the armored knight that's over there randomly starts attacking Constance. That will actually be a massive issue. And unfortunately, I do straight up very little damage against this guy. Unless I decide to, like, try to crit him, but even then, I don't think the crit's actually going to kill. Yeah, no, even with a crit, it wouldn't be able to kill because it will only do, like, 30 damage. I would need to get 2 crits in a row to be able to knock out this guy. Do I even feel that lucky?
In my way.
I mean, we'll see.
I've gotten stronger.
Okay, maybe I do actually feel a little bit lucky sometimes. Let's go! Oh, right, I forgot. Alois has Nosferatu now. It's going to do next to no damage, but we have that as an option, I guess. Okay, let's put Lyra over here so that she can sit on the heal tile in case she really needs it. In the meanwhile, though, Alois, how about you clean this guy up for us?
I must stay the course.
Hey, Mike Kirby. Hope you're doing well. All right. Yeah, we should be in a good spot over here now. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing the issue of this map is that we really need to hurry and hope that Constance doesn't just randomly get killed. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to make sure of.
No time for pity.
Do not get HP, I swear to God. Okay, good. If he got HP, we would have been a way worse spot right now. But strength, dexterity, speed, luck, and defense. That's actually a perfect level for Ferdinand. If he got HP, he would be outside of his skill range, which would be really, really heckin' annoying.
My thanks.
Why do you have range healing? Wait, Constance, how do you have the ability to heal? Okay, you have +3 defense and resistance when outdoors. That's fine. Why do you get healing? Do I have anything that... Oh, wait, hang on a second. The Caduceus hat. Right! I forgot! I gave her the Caduceus staff! That actually heals her. Thank you, Mercy from Overwatch. Just like last month, basically. Ooh, a speed ring. I will gladly take that. Thank you. Alright, someone's going to have to be guinea pig and force this monster to attack us. Here's the tankiest here. Alright. Alois, I believe in you. Tank like nobody tanked before. Do I really want to use my rescue right now? The reason I don't want to use my rescue is because, like, I don't know if I'm going to need it later, but I also have 3 uses of rescue. How many people go through 3 uses of rescue in a single map? Unless it was like a predetermined thing. I don't really plan these out a lot of the time, frankly. You know, I'm gonna throw up Sothis shield. I feel like we're about to hit some magic folks soon. Oh boy, bunch of sword masters. At the very least, they won't be able to hit Ferdinand. Now watch as I get jinxed and get hit by a 3%er. I have a 54% chance to crit, I believe. Oh, what's that? You have a 54% chance to crit? Nah, you're crazy. Don't be crazy, Jade. You're crazy. Fine. I didn't need it. You know who needs it? This asshole. Oh, whatever. At least I can get back on my horse again. Oof. If I can get a high crit chance. Okay, we have a 44% chance to crit. And this is why Constance is the best girl. She is very nice, she is very haughty, and she's very humble about everything. It's all good. She's like the best of both worlds. She's both demure and haughty. The best kind of character for me. Okay, but we do need to get rid of this archer guy. If we can get rid of this guy sooner than later, we can start flying around with no issue. Oh, did I cast my magic too early? Oh boy, I hope I didn't. No, I think we did. Okay, so we did actually use the Sothis shield perfectly there. Managed to avoid getting hit. Okay, so Ferdinand is not going to be able to kill these guys anytime soon, but at the very least, they will be able to stall them out for a while. They won't be hit at the very least.
Next try. Judgment is passed.
Or, you know, Zenith could also get the crit. That's also fine, too.
For now, I'll revel in my achievement. How best to use this skill?
You know, so I understand the idea is that on the battlefield you start to like get used to. Oh, hey, we mastered the Wyvern Lord.
Everything I've done has led to this.
Defiant crit. I wonder what that does. You know what? Let me actually take a look at the ability list really quick. I'm kind of curious. One moment. Skill. Learn skills. No. Classes. Class skill bonus. Okay, so what does this do? Oh, wait. No, it's not class skills. I think it's abilities? Oh, it's the abilities. Oh, I'm dumb. So what does Defiant Crit do? Defiant Crit grants crit plus 50 when HP is less than or equal to 25%. Wow! This is worthless! It's especially worthless on Ferdinand because Ferdinand always wants to have full HP. What a waste! Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. He's already got, like, the better abilities elsewhere, so it's fine.
My age is catching up to me.
You know, you say that, Zenith, but you have, like, the highest strength and defense out of my entire army. Okay, now that the archer is gone, though, I don't think we need to worry about anything else. I know we have, like, that one mage caster over here, as well as this guy over here, but aside from that, though, I don't think there's any other stuff we need to worry about. Oh, great, this guy's got a heal tile on himself. Alright, that's fine. This honestly could be in a way worse situation for us, guys. Okay, that being said, though, Ferdinand! Get back on your horse! It's weird. So, like, it's the logic for when Ferdinand gets back on his horse, that he's able to, like, get a high ground on his opponent, so therefore he gets a 7% crit somehow.
A boon for our future.
Go heckin' figure. Okay, so we need to get rid. Ooh, I do not want to go to the Death Knight, though. At least not yet. We'll save the Death Knight for later. For now, though, Ferdinand can head down here and hopefully block off these guys for a little while. Zero, for the love of God, please tell me you can shoot this Sword Master and shoot him dead. It's fine, he'll get the 11% crit. You know, as most Fire Emblem Masters know, you should always rely on a crit in order to figure out strategies, right? It's like how when you play in competitive TF2, you always have to rely on crits in order to secure your kills, right? You know, speaking as someone who's never really played a whole lot of TF2 to begin with. And I think they, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they only added, like, competitive TF2 when they had, like, when Overwatch 1 came onto the scene, right? It's been a while, but I think that was the case anyway.
Our power is yours. It's now or never.
I love the sassy look on Manuela when she's like, "Oh, I'm about to set you on fire. Hope you don't mind." All right, that broke one shield at least. I don't know if I have a gambit that's offensive based, do I? Oh, I absolutely do.
It's time.
See, so I know we're basically pushing explosive over here. How the hell is Manuela not getting hit by this, considering how she's sitting next to the thing we're trying to blow up? Actually, the more I think about it, the more I think, why would we be even standing next to these guys for when it's so freaking dangerous to even try to do this? Ah, whatever, just punch this thing and hopefully we can finish this off sooner than later. Okay, he will not be able to retaliate at the moment. How's our levels looking for these two? Maybe we should have Manuela finish this guy off then. I was actually planning on flame dancing for Yuri, but honestly, considering how dangerous this situation is, it probably would be best to try to knock this guy out sooner than later. You know, okay, so here's the thing. I know Bogadone is overall more damage, but I have a higher crit chance with Thunder.
Just stop already.
See what I tell you? How could you how could you reject a perfectly good crit? This is what I'm saying. Fire Emblem is based around crits. How can you not do any of these? Okay, what's the range on these guys? Ooh, a little further than I'd like. But at the very least, I can attack this guy from a distance here. Again, I'm going to try to avoid using Nosferatu at the moment, mostly because, like I said, Nosferatu's something that really will keep Hanuman alive. In the meanwhile, though, can my bolting hit anything of help? Not really. I think we're actually going to sit right here, max and relax and all cool. Again, we could use the bolting, but I don't think we need it right now. Plus, more reinforcements means more experience, right? Or is the way that this works is going to be like... I probably should have put Nosferatu onto Constance now that I noticed that. Constance! Honey? Please tell me you'll survive this enemy phase. I'm not worried about Ferdinand, even though he's in the thick of it. He'll be fine. It'd just be nice if I had a Nosferatu to keep her alive, how Lyramie's staying alive with it right about now. You know, she's just like biting onto her enemies with her sharp teeth and all that. Yuri, why are you using your training sword? I thought I gave you a spell book.
Sorry.
I remember Conquest specifically gave enemy reinforcements on some maps a skill that stopped you from gaining experience from fighting them. That is correct.
This is it. It is over now. I suppose I shall return to the darkness and brood.
Heck. But yeah, I don't know if the reinforcements here actually give you, I'm not sure if these reinforcements have that. Let me check. Nope, they still give you experience according to their abilities here. Okay, let's re-examine this really quick. Okay, so I think we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did earlier. However, she's gonna have Nosferatu this time. She should ideally be fine here. Unless I want to give her the evasion ring. The evasion ring would give her additional speed, as well as avoid plus 10, or 11 in this instance. You know what? Yeah, let's equip the evasion ring. That should be able to save her this time around, I think. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Are you freaking kidding me? I still somehow get hit by a 56? Whatever, at least we got the Nosferatu. So she should survive any upcoming hits. You know, you would think that as a flying unit, you should naturally have the ability to avoid things, but hey, what do I know, I guess. Right, I probably should have changed. Oh, hello. Yuri actually managed to avoid that one. Yeah, I probably should have swapped that over to a magic hit, but it's whatever, it's fine. I don't think any of the magic orb people are able to impede my movement capabilities as far as I can tell. Like, chat would be able to tell me this. They're smart. Are you fucking kidding me?
I suppose I shall.
So Constance will die no matter what, even with Nosferatu? Are you joking? Okay, so putting Constance there is just extremely dangerous. Good to know. All right, I guess we'll just have her, I don't know. I guess we'll just have her fly up here, magic this guy in the face, and then move on with our life. At least she won't get randomly attacked from someone from the south now. And Ferdinand can just tank all the hits by dodging everything. You know, I noticed that the enemy AI is actually smart enough to create a line in between Ferdinand and the base where they're spawning from. So, you know what? I'll give some credit to the AI for actually being aware enough to know to block my strategy. Good job. I wonder if the AI is programmed in such a way that they actually are aware of, like, every single map, whether or not the intelligence systems actually... Well, I guess it's technically not intelligent systems, but this is a Koei Tecmo. But, like, I wonder if they programmed it so that the AI actually changes based on whatever map objective you're currently working on.
I'm not a kid anymore. I fight for Lady Rhea.
How am I getting random crits off of Cyril? Using not even a killer bow. It's a training bow.
Let's go.
Oh, well, whatever. You know what? Here, Cyril. Have an easy target for yourself. You gotta need one every once in a while, right?
Won't lose next time either.
How is it that Cyril is getting way more luck against these enemies than Constance is? Sheesh.
My turn?
Cyril actually pulling his weight and Constance isn't? What kind of world are we coming to? For real, for real? Like, Constance is usually my go-to magic caster for being able to fly around.
There is much to learn from battle.
I don't like this setup over here. But at the very least, she should be able to knock out this filler over here. Okay, if we knock out this guy with a casual underthrow of that fireball, I never noticed that animation before. That's kind of cute. Okay, we'll put her over here, and then we can have Ferdinand head over here and take a while to knock this guy out. Okay, so I think that locked away their ability to generate more enemies over there, so we're good over there.
Guide me well.
Oh my god. I thought this was an armored unit for a moment here, but no, it's just a normal magic caster. I don't know, for some reason I thought that... Seven was going to do way less damage because of the fact that it was an armored unit. And unfortunately, we can't make use of this bow at the moment, so we're just going to have to... You know what, let's see if we can draw the aggro of this, I did not mean to hit wait there. This is what happens when you mash the A button, everybody. Please do not be like me. Be smart, be wise, be clever.
Once I've decided you're done, you're
done.
You know, I do like how wind totally looks like it's like a buzzsaw of wind coming at you, and I'm like, man, has Aang ever done that in Avatar: The Last Airbender?
There's no stopping me.
Well, we have a 40% crit chance.
Try harder.
But thankfully, we also have a 1% chance of dodge, and Manuela will knock this guy out. Good.
So steadfast.
You know, still one of the funniest, like,
my
still one
strategy?
of the dumbest and funniest things that they ever did in Fire Emblem is that the freaking level up quote for female, no, not even female, both Corins in Fire Emblem Fates is just good. And because of that, that means one of their victory animations in Smash Ultimate just had them going, good. And I'm just like, man, could we seriously not get any better? Get anything better out of that?
It won't be in vain.
Ready and able. I have made my peace.
Man, Alois is slowly becoming a one-man army himself. Either that or I'm just extremely over-leveled at the moment.
Onward.
By the way, I do want to apologize again if you hear me blowing into my mic. It's, again, me trying to blow into my controller so it can, like, reset itself. Just so it would stop drifting on me out of nowhere.
I'm grateful.
I will see this war through.
So, like, I'm wondering if I actually need to stand on this area in order to prevent them from making reinforcements, or if I straight up actually need to stand, like, or if I'm allowed to leave after standing here once. I'm hoping I can just leave. If I can leave, that'd just be perfect. Okay, we can actually leave. That's good to see.
Appreciate it.
Cyril, you're the only caster around here I can actually shoot things with. Please shoot this guy in the face. Ooh, that actually broke a little bit of his armor there. That's actually kind of nice. We'll play this slow for now, then. Yeah, have them come to us. We'll have Seth sitting there so we can draw the aggro over there. You know, maybe there's a reason why I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now.
If I must.
Just casually drop a meteor on them. No big deal. No big deal. Ooh, Aurora Shield. A shield that grants divine protection from projectiles. Why is there a divine protection weapon down here? Whatever. Anyway, notifies effectiveness against flyers. Is there something that flyers are super effective against? Like, I know, like, isn't flyers the main benefits their extra movement? I don't think flyers actually offer any effectiveness in combat, right? I guess it increases their speed, but aside from that, though, I don't think it actually does anything in terms of extra damage, right? Well, regardless, I'm still going to get rid of this. I think the main benefit is the fact that it protects you from projectiles at the very least. Ooh! Hello, Killer Lance. That's going to be useful for later. I might hand that over to, I don't know. Probably give it over to Seth or Ferdinand, I guess. It means that things are effective against flyers. Oh, so they mean that. Okay, fair enough. It nullifies anti-flying traits. Gotcha. So basically... we're able to, like... So basically, we're able to, like, just, like, do normal damage to them from a, from, like, say, a normal attack? Or, hang on, I think I misunderstood how this meant. So basically, everything would behave like a bow against a flyer, if I'm understanding correctly?
I must stay the course.
It defends you from enemies' anti-flying traits. Oh, so, okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Okay, so basically, if you're a flyer, it protects you from bows. Got it. Sorry, the wording's really... Like, chat was being a little weird with the wording, so I wasn't quite sure what you guys were being specific on.
Time is ripe.
Ah, god damn it. Has there been 20 turns already, guys?
Do not let him get away. Circle around and cut off his retreat. That's a fast.
Okay, so basically we gotta kill the Death Knight until then. Got it. Do I have anything good that can kill the Death Knight right now?
That is all.
I guess we can have Cyril shoot the Death Knight. That is definitely an option. Oh my god, Lirimi's magic is so weak I can't even steal health from a magic caster? I'm supposed to be the enlightened one! Should I have, like, you know, divine intervention and magic to be able to protect me from stuff like that? No? Fine, who needs it? I don't need it, you need it. Yeah, whatever. No one cares. The same as Iote's shield in other games makes flyers immune to effective damage. Okay, that actually will be useful then. Constance? Are you able to do anything from over there? What do you mean you can attack from that far away? What do you have that allows you to attack from that far away? Murderous Intent. Unit initiates combat, grants hit plus 20 during combat. Allows the unit to move after its canto. Lance Fair. Grants attack plus 5 when using a lance. Commander. Nullifies instant death effects, status effects, and movement effects, and greatly reduces damage from enemy gambits. Okay. Oh, yeah, counterattack. Allows the unit to counterattack regardless of distance to attacker. Fantastic. Woo! You get double skill experience in battle. Good for you, enemy. Poison Strike and Lance Prowess. Fantastic. Okay. Let's think here. What do I do here? If he can attack from any distance... Okay, let's think about this here. If we do hit him with bolting, we will instantly die. So we need to do 11 damage to him. Okay, so no matter what, I will always take damage. Yeah, this is just gonna freaking hurt.
You will not escape, Death Knight. Today you will be unmasked.
My true identity has no value.
That's why I was reserved for DLC!
I will be the judge of that, once I've seen your face.
Oh my god, we actually managed to dodge the second hit. That actually is incredible for us.
For now, I'll revel in my achievement.
Okay, now whether or not this is gonna work is whether or not we're going to be able to attack first. Which I believe we can, because I don't think he has Vantage. We do get to attack first, we win.
If you desire to slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
Oh my god, we got a lot of experience out of that. You know, I didn't think the Death Knight was going to be that annoying to try to catch up to. But I'll take it. Free Dark Seal.
We've come this far. We cannot let him escape now. Everyone, after the Death Knight!
So guess who forgot that the winning condition for this is slaying the enemy commander? I may need a clip of what I just did. Hello. Why do I have a friend request here? Hang on a second. Who am I getting a friend request from? Oh. You know what? Sure. Hang on. There we go. Wasn't you? I mean, I would have taken it. It's fine. Like if I recognize your name, it's all good. Ooh, hello, we got a cutscene.
It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
Did he just freaking ride a horse vertically downward? What the frick? That was a flat surface. What the hell is that? Is that a freaking satellite nuke? Did we just get freaking nuked?
We have to evacuate immediately.
Oh my god, we just got nuked out of the freaking sky. Why are there nukes coming out of the sky? This is a Fire Emblem game!
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
Did we just get feckin' nuked? This is like something from like late game One Piece nonsense. And we say nothing about the ICBM? What the frick?
Whatever could that have been? It was almost reminiscent of that terror of legend.
What legend?
We haven't the time for stories.
It happened before, surprisingly enough. I don't remember this happening before. Did this happen during, like, Crimson Flower and I don't remember?
All we can do is retreat to the Great Bridge of Murden and assess our situation.
Not in this game, mind you. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember freaking nukes in Fire Emblem Three Houses. What the frick? Some medieval-ass nukes!
Well now, that marching was nearly as trying as the battle itself.
We wasted a few days, but now that we're this far back, we should be safe. Or so I believe.
I still can't believe it. The fort was destroyed, just like that.
We should be glad that we don't have, like, nuclear radiation on us right now.
The Death Knight knew about the attack. Was it the Empire's doing?
Guess that means they'd rather destroy the fort than lose it.
Whatever the case, we need to get our bearings and decide what we're going to do next.
Thanks for the clip, Crane Eye.
We all have many questions, but for now we must focus on our next move.
Let's give up! Yes. Let's attack the Imperial capital. Let's return to the monastery for now.
What? If we return to the monastery, then our situation is sure to... Ah, yes, I see.
Now you've got it.
So, we make it appear as though we have ceased our invasion by returning to Garreg Mach. Then we divide up our soldiers and infiltrate nearby areas of the capital, right under the Empire's nose.
Yeah, I totally was planning that. Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. I wasn't totally thinking about just going back to the monastery in order to recoup.
Finally, we gather all of those soldiers somewhere we can get to swiftly from Garreg Mach and proceed to invade Enbar. Is that what you are thinking?
Are you serious? You know there's no guarantee that we won't be spotted by the enemy, right?
If we fail to convene, we will be isolated inside the Empire and be utterly obliterated.
Nah, it's fine. We'll just perch Ferdinand and Sedith in the front line. Everyone can just start playing Uno in the back, and then we shout out, "Hey, Ferdinand, you doing good?" And Ferdinand's just casually standing there as all the Imperial stormtroopers are failing to actually be able to land a single hit on them because they're utterly blind from his majesty. It's like, yeah, hey, win me a game, Teach. I believe in ya.
I will be embracing the nearness of death if I am needing to. With each other.
That sounds dangerous. Really, incredibly dangerous.
Make no mistake. If we fail in this plan, there will be no coming back from it. Are you sure about this, Professor?
It's our only hope.
If you are resolved, then I will follow suit. We may be weaker, and the terrain may be against us, but all we can do is use our resources as best we can.
Are we actually not going back to the monastery?
That, and pray for the blessings of the goddess.
I'm just picturing all the enemy attack phases through Ferdinand as he just standing there. Like, you know what happens? Okay, how many people have read One Piece? There's like a scene where like there's a bad guy who gets stabbed through the skull by a spear, but because he's made of lightning, it just phases through his head and he just looks annoyed about it. That's just what happens with Ferdinand. He just gets phased through.
The Resistance Army successfully takes Fort Mercius. Their victory celebrations are cut short, however, when javelins of light pierce the sky and destroy much of the fort. With nowhere else to go, the Resistance Army withdraws to Garreg Mach. Under the guise of surrender, they secretly prepare for a surprise attack on the Imperial capital.
I'm just glad I was able to grab all the treasure chests before we finished. I do wonder what was the trigger to have Death Knight start running. You know what? I'm gonna go check. I'm kind of curious. Fire Emblem Wiki 3 Houses Chapters. Hang on, give me a moment. I'm kind of curious. And there are no details. Unfortunate.
All has been laid out so we can move swiftly to the necessary locations. Until the time comes, please try to keep your spirits up.
I understand.
There is something else. I have heard that Rhea is potentially being held captive in the capital.
Man, is it bad I'm suddenly imagining Rhea in like slave Leia gear, while like Edelgard being the bisexual disaster she is, she's just like hates fucking like Rhea with her eyes. It's like, yes, that's right. You sit there looking all pretty. I think he just moves if you're in range. Oh, is that it? God freaking damn it. So I should have like marched toward him right away. Aw, I didn't think I was anywhere near him.
The information could not be confirmed, nor even properly sourced. But even still, we cannot ignore the possibility. Please bear that in mind.
If it's true, we'll find her.
Yes. We must not let anything get in the way of rescuing her.
We're finally heading to Enbar, the capital city of the Empire. So many memories there.
Oh yeah? So you've been there before?
Oh, yes. Though it was a very long time ago.
Why is Flame so freaking garbage at hiding the fact that she is a saint? How the hell has no one figured it out until now?
A very long time. You must have been really young. I'm surprised you remember.
The main stage of the Mittelfrank Opera Company is in the capital. I hope no one from the opera gets swept up in the coming chaos.
See, you know what would be cool? If we got to fight in the Opera House like we do in Fire Emblem Fates. The Opera House is one of my favorite stages in Fire Emblem Fates. You know, for as much crap we give that game, they legitimately had some fantastic map design.
There are many buildings straight out of the history books in Enbar. I hope they remain unharmed.
You're worried about the buildings? What about the people? You're an odd one, Lynn.
I am also worried about the people. I'm sure my father is in a palace in the capital.
Many people reside in Enbar, so we must take care to avoid needless casualties.
I don't think Edelgard cares much for avoiding casualties, so that's probably impossible. I bet we'll be fighting until one side or the other is completely destroyed.
Bernie, you should be staying away from thoughts like that. We will be defeating her with our full power. Our enemy has great strength, but we will not be losing.
I could not agree more. Remember, even if our surprise attack works, a force even greater than all of our troops combined awaits us in the capital. 0 casualties is always the goal, but we must not underestimate the situation at hand.
I'm sorry, what do you mean 0 casualties in a Fire Emblem game all about war? For Ferdinand, you are more naive than freaking Vector and Knuckles be all like, oh man, time to send in all our troops. Oh man, Operation Big Wave failed. We lost 99% of our troops.
Still, we must not hold ourselves to the same twisted morality that she does. After all, we are here to stop her, not to follow her down her dark path. We all choose to fight back. We are all in this together.
That being said though, my god, this is how you know this is really Fire Emblem. Because they will talk about cheesy Disney Channel nonsense like this. Everyone's okay, we're inside of a high school. We should start breaking out in a musical.
You're right, Flame. We've got to try our hardest.
A different path from Edelgard.
This really is a Disney Channel movie moment.
There's no stopping her. The only way to end this is to kill her.
And just like Disney Channel, we gotta kill people.
Our choice. Flame, your words are wonderful and full of bravery.
I like how... I'm sorry.
There's no stopping her. The only way to end this is to kill her.
I like how we go from, we must kill our old friend Edelgard, and then we go to, oh Flame, you're so wonderful. What is that jump and shift? I love it. This game is so weird.
Let's go. We can't lose.
The situation is dire, and so I will do what must be done.
I am certain that if we join our strength, we can win this battle without losing a single soul.
We will win this battle without losing a single soul.
There's no stopping her. The only way to end this is to kill her.
There is no way we will win this without losing a single soul. A single soul. Anyway, it looks like it's a birthday on Friday. It's Sylvain's birthday! Alright, buddy. What do you want? Let's see here. Tea party, tea party. Okay, Sylvain is Blue Lions. Okay, so Sylvain's favorite teas are twofold. Bergamot and Ceros tea. I only have 2 Ceros teas. Do I have any bergamot? I have 6 bergamots.
Hey, I couldn't turn down your invitation. You've got excellent taste, Professor. This is great tea. Thank you so much. What a wonderful aroma.
So what do you want to chat about, I guess?
Yeah.
Hopes for your future. I don't think he cares about it. Apparently he does. He doesn't care about battalions, and he does not... Apparently he does care about things that bother him. Oh well, whatever. I'll just go for the first one.
Yeah.
The existence of crests. He does not care about that. Tell me about your... My stick is drifting. Yeah, my stick is drifting. I am flicking the stick right now. I'm not sure if you can hear me flick my stick, but it was not reacting to it. Okay, so he wants us to talk about himself, and he also has cooking mishaps. Okay, so either of these two works. The ideal professor. I don't think he cares about that. First crushes. Oh, that is definitely something he would chat about, as well as dating escapades. Yeah.
I was thinking I should do some proper training sometime. Care to join me, Professor?
So the only 2 options are sipping tea and praise. I wish to sip tea.
I see, I see.
So I said, hey Lindea, how you doing?
Thank you for the treat, Professor. I'd like to do this.
I don't care for you, Sylvain. I only did that so I can get some support conversations. Yeah, Sagami, how's it going? Going alright so far. I accidentally cut the chapter short because I beat the boss faster than intended. So that's a big oops on my part. You're nomming? Nice. People were getting some food earlier. I know Craig and I went to get like lasagna with garlic bread and I was like, man, I'm so jelly. What are you eating right now? You getting burgers or something? Alright. Yeah, time to explore. Let's go. KFC chicken sandwich.
You have my gratitude.
I am very hungry now. I hate you. I have not had KFC in like 4 years. It's been a long time since I had KFC, guys.
I thank you.
You know the last time I ate KFC? It was the time that they made the Double Down. Anybody remember a freaking Double Down?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Remember that battle 6 years ago? Oh, I'm guessing you do. Anyway, remember that knight who watched over Abyss with me for a while? I've been on the hunt for his whereabouts, and I finally found out what happened to him.
Oh no, am I gonna cry? I actually really care about the Abyss Keeper's relationship with the soldier that used to hang out with him. What happened?
My friend is no longer with us. Dead. Figured as much, but now I know for sure. I did get to meet his big sister at least.
No!
I'll never have the chance to thank him for our time together. But maybe I can find a way to help out his sister instead. Bet he would have liked that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's thinking to himself, ah yes, I wish for you to bang my sister up in heaven. Pat pat, buddy. I'm sure my best friend would be all like, Limit. If there's only one way for us to remember our friendship together, it'd be you inseminating my sister. I mean, what? I tried to double down once. It's just a chicken. It's literally just a chicken sandwich with 2 patties, but without the bread. That's literally all the double down is. It gets your fingers so greasy, it will give you a freaking heart attack, but it's just that.
Those lights that came down on Mercius. I might have seen them before. Here at Garrick Mach. They looked like they'd rained down right on top of us, but at the last moment they veered off. I think they crashed into ALL. It must have been the goddess's blessing that protected us.
I'm wondering where the hell did they get those ballistic missiles from? I'm sure they had to have come from somewhere.
See you again soon.
I'm just not entirely sure where. Like, were they an invention of, like, Edelgars? Or were they, like, an invention of, like, Rhea that Edelgard stole from?
Please, you can't tell anyone you saw me here. I'm in hiding from the army. I couldn't stand the war, the violence. I had to get away. But now that I've deserted, I can't go home.
Thumbs up.
Justice, ambition. What does any of that matter if you're dead? I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
Honestly... Ooh, Iron Lance. Broken Iron Lance, Iron Gauntlets with 18, Steel Gauntlets for 17. I'll take those. Honestly, is it bad a lot of my knowledge about, like... Is it weird that a lot of my knowledge from, like, like going to war, most people don't want to go to war because they want to dodge the draft, is due to like old like wartime cartoons like from Warner Brothers where like Daffy Duck, there's a whole short all about Daffy trying to dodge the freaking draft. It is so freaking funny because it's just like a little egghead dude chasing after Daffy the entire time with a letter for him. And I didn't understand what it meant to be drafted as a kid. I just thought it was really funny that Daffy was being chased by this little dude with a letter. And I did not understand the concept whatsoever. But now as an adult, it's even funnier. Okay, I do need to build up some supports. Who do I want to build up supports with right now, though? I guess we'll work on Ferdinand and Marianne? Sure.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
Still not quite enough. You know what? I think I'm just going to brute force it.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish.
I have plenty of renown. I'm not spending the renown on anything at the moment, so I might as well use it.
Everything is within. Come back soon now.
There we go. That got them maxed out.
Delicious.
Marianne, may I join you?
Yes, Ferdinand. Of course. Is something wrong?
I am sorry, but, you seem very different compared to how you were before.
That may be true.
Right there. You are smiling. I do not think I have ever seen you smile.
Please, you're making me blush.
I do not mean to embarrass you. I am just saying you seem to have truly changed.
Man, Ferdinand is like one step away from saying, "Oh, you look so much prettier when you smile." Ugh.
Well, I have you to thank for that. In truth, I spent a lot of time thinking about what you said. It meant so much when you told me that everyone has a purpose to fulfill. Even me.
I am so glad to hear you say that, Marianne. I wonder, did you find a purpose for yourself?
No, not yet. But I've been much happier since I started thinking about it more. I remembered a time back when I was working at the animal clinic. The rest of the staff was so thankful for the work I had done. Even in something as simple as looking after animals, I was able to make myself useful to others. Thinking about it made me realize that anyone can make other people happy, even someone like me.
It sounds to me like you have already found your answer.
What do you mean?
Making people happy. If you ask me, that is a truly worthwhile purpose.
You may be right. I just remembered. I wanted to ask about your food.
Yes? What about it?
Today was my turn to prepare the meal. How is it?
Oh, it is delicious. The flavor and the texture are superb, so you are certainly making me happy.
You can tell this is a Japanese-made game when literally the way to make a man happy is having a woman cook for him. Then again, I can't deny that. If I had anyone cook food for me, I'd fall in love with them too.
I'm glad you like it.
I hope you will learn to like yourself. For what it is worth, I like you.
Oh?
Maybe, if you have the time, you can cook something for me again? For me alone, I mean.
Oh my god. Ferdinand, you are not suave. And by that, I'm saying that because I'm jealous.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Well, that's another A rank down. Okay, so we only have like 3 A ranks left for Ferdinand. Should I even bother trying to fill these guys up?
Hello there.
I mean, I could try. We'll throw it in 1.
Wish.
And the main reason I'm doing this is because, like, flying units are really hard to actually... Oh my god, we're actually really... You know what? At this rate, I might as well see if I can actually fill out the rest of Dorothea and Petra for Ferdinand. Considering we just hit Mercedes for him.
Mercedes! Finally! There you are.
Right, Mercedes. I keep on pronouncing it as Mercedes. I wonder why. You can also tell they put a lot of effort into the art because the food is scrumptious. The food do look great. You know, when they're not 3D models.
Ah, Ferdinand. Why are you so short of breath?
Mercedes-Benz, exactly. You know what would have been really funny? What if her brother was actually named Benz? I would have died if they did that.
I just wanted to show you something.
What's this? Oh.
Oh! It's completely illegible!
Yes, these are financial records that I recovered from your adoptive father. They prove that when he adopted you, large sums of money changed hands.
Where did you come across these?
I stealthily made my way into Ferdiad and looked around his estate. It was easy. That kind of thing is no trouble for an intrepid young noble such as myself.
That's amazing! I mean, amazingly irresponsible. I can't believe you put yourself at risk for my benefit. I really wish you wouldn't do such things.
No, I did it for my benefit. I could not help myself. With these documents, we can show everyone what a scoundrel your adoptive father really is. His noble aspirations will be crushed. The Lord of the region will probably rescind his adoption contract. In other words, you will be free. Here, take them. Do with them what you will.
Do you really believe these will set me free?
Yes, of course. You will be free to decide your own path in life, and go wherever your heart leads you.
That does sound nice, but... I'm sorry, Ferdinand, but I think you should hold on to the documents.
Why? Is this not what you want?
I've lived so much of my life following everyone else's lead. So much so that I've come to terms with it. It's almost unavoidable at this point.
Oh my god, Mercedes, are you seriously in that kind of position where you're just like, oh, I'm used to being in toxic relationships, I'm just gonna stick it out?
But with these, I could regain my freedom and change all that.
You baffle me. Do you not wish to be free?
Of course I do. Let me try that again in a way you might understand. Ahem. A true noble cuts their own path, seizing freedom from the clutches of tyranny.
Oh my god. That is both cute, but also okay.
I cannot argue with that. Fine then. I will hold on to the documents.
So clearly what's going to happen is that Mercedes simply breaks into Ferdinand's room, steal the documents, and be like, there we go, now I did it all by myself.
But I'm really very happy that you're so concerned with my well-being, Ferdinand. It means so much to me that you went through all that trouble on my behalf.
Of course, Mercedes. The smile on your face is well worth the effort. Bit
of a simple one, but not bad. Give me a quick sec, guys. You know what? Enjoy the stick drift while I go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Yeah, that stick drift is pretty bad. All right.
Why, hello. Come back soon now.
Okay, Ferdinand. All you gotta do is A-Ring, Dorothy, and Petra, and then we're all done here.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is with come back soon now. Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is come back soon now.
All right, well, finally got A-Ring of Ferdinand and Dorothea, so all that's left is Petra for him.
Ah, Dorothea. I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean about suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you? Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
Man! Dorothy had a rough life, guys. I was like, hey, Palisade, how you doing? And yeah, we're almost done maxing out Ferdinand's support conversation, so I've been working on that.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Oh, really? You're something different? That's not how I remember things. It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Gah?
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off. When we met at the academy, you were a different person. All smiles and friendly words.
Dorothea, how do you know it wasn't just a different person that you came across?
You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding.
This kid who looked like you gave me a mean look. Fuck you.
When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized. Your beautiful voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran.
Ferdinand is such a dork. I love him.
I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there. I thought perhaps it was a dream.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those treats. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Yo, can we please talk about how amazing Allegra Clark is as a voice actress, though? Oh my god.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen, it actually sounds quite wonderful.
And I don't think I need to say much about Billy.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
This was cute. Alright, that's enough conversations for now. You know, assuming my stick can stop drifting, that'd be fantastic, so we can move on with this.
Huh? I hear there was a pretty spectacular battle up there recently, but we don't hear a lot about that stuff. There was a lot of talk when it first started, but 5 years on, it's just a fact of life. What? There have been lots of battles on the surface recently? I hadn't heard. See what I mean?
Ferdinand drones are also all females? It's been a while since I looked at that.
The Kingdom and the Alliance both came out of the last fight looking battered and broken. If the Empire is wiped out too, then who's left to run the joint? I guess the next leader of Fodlan could be you. I'd be pretty psyched about that.
Okay, if Byleth became the leader of all of Fodlan, like, would that make her like a queen? A queen teacher? That'd be like double the kink.
Feels like a death wish. Attacking the Imperial capital like this. You don't really think we're going to beat the Empire with these paltry forces, do you? Is that so? Oh, how I love your resolve.
Listen, I can't help it if I like women with authority, Sagami. I think officially that would be like the Archbishop Headmaster, basically.
Is it true what they say? That the Archbishop is a captive of the Empire? I've never heard of anything so brash in all the Empire's long history.
Have I shown you my favorite painting lately? I called it Bold and Brash.
It is vexing that Lady Edelgard's true motives elude me. If only I still had noble connections to draw on. The loss of my house has proven to be a thorn in my side again and again.
More like belongs in the trash. You know, I wonder who the voice actor for that art, like, appraiser was. It sounds like a familiar voice I've heard on Nickelodeon before. I'm just not entirely sure whom. Oh my god, this stick is actually malfunctioning. Look at this. You wanna chill out? Stick? You good now? Okay, I think stick will behave for a little bit anyway. Okay, in the meanwhile though, let's work on Constance. Yeah, I don't know why my stick is behaving so dumb like this. I'm glad I am picking up a new controller soon, but at the same time, I'm really upset because this is my, like, Xenoblade 2 controller, too. Turning it off and on usually helps when your controllers go haywire. I tried that, Palisade. Didn't work. Yeah, it's not Joy-Cons, it's full-on controller. That controller was used to touch Pyra's chest. Yes, exactly. Let's leave. I don't want to overwhelm Constance here. The sick things is an initial Deacon protagonist. So true.
5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I will become the ruler of Bridget. So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
Man, this makes me feel so sad because, like, you honestly do understand, like, Edelgard's perspective when you play from, like, Crimson Flower. You get to know her issues. Just like, man, social upheaval's weird.
Fighting in the capital? And we're fighting against Edelgard. Double ugh. But with you leading us, Professor, I know we'll win. Yeah! Woohoo! Fighting!
Yeah! Woo! Fighting! I don't know why I actually really like that line a lot. Alright, give me a quick sec, guys. My nose is being weird. I think it's allergies catching up with me. You got Hilda? Yeah, but that's because we're playing Silver Snow. Hilda would be hotter if she was always as enthusiastic about tearing a man's head off. What do you mean? She always goes Hilda, Hilda, whenever she goes out to battle.
To be honest, I'm just shouting to relieve the tension, but I'll be fine.
Has a really high requirement? I just like ate meals with her until she got B rank.
So, Anbar, the capital of the Empire. It's finally time. I never thought I'd live this long. It's like any battle, really. Stay calm, stay focused. Don't give in to the enemy or your own fear.
We'll get through this together.
Striking down the Empire is my offering to His Highness. I've left the kingdom. What am I saying?
Unfortunately, I don't have any lost items to throw at you. Oh well. Advanced Axe Tournament. Who do I know that makes use of axes? I guess there's Cyril, but do I really trust Cyril to win this? Well, now that I saved, yes, I absolutely do trust Cyril. You got this, bud!
No way I can lose here.
Okay, why is his defense so low? Aren't you supposed to be like a Wyvern Lord? You should have like increased defenses, shouldn't you? Oh, now you want to get a freaking 6% crit when it doesn't even matter at that point.
No way I can lose here.
I hate how ridiculously close this is getting.
Her enemies are my enemies.
I can never get a crit on the first turn! Luck is never on my side, guys. Not when our genie is in play.
That's what you get.
Ah, whatever, we just barely got it. Also helps that I'm also playing this on New Game Plus Palisade.
Looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her.
Probably.
I was just kidding. Pay me no mind. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know. No matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you. Lady Rhea's...
Do I have any lost items I can throw at you? Who the heck appreciates wood carving around here? You know, you know how I have like little gifts for my title screen whenever I'm setting up for my stream? There was like, I always have to look for specific gifts that aren't like fan art, unless I can find like the original art where they originally came from. I did find one that was really funny where it's like Byleth cycling through all of their items in order to find like a lost item to be able to trade to someone. It's just like a whole gif of like a bunch of items popping up into a increasingly annoyed Byleth's hand as they were trying to figure out what item to give to Mercedes, and it was super funny.
Attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital, but they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. I guess our attempt has been more successful than theirs, all things considered.
You know what'd be really fun? If lost items could show up for characters you don't have, just to make even more options to annoy you? Oh, yeah. Great. I would love that so much. Never mind the fact that after they disappear, you can't return their lost items at all because they're not in the monastery anymore. By the way, if I sound weird, it's because I got tired of having to blow my nose, so I just shoved a napkin up my nose. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this because you guys can't see it, but I figured I should warn you guys in case I do sound weird due to that.
Professor! My mother might be in the city. I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father. If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her burning and stays inside.
And if you see my dad, please stab him. It's fine. Her dad's probably already dead anyway.
Yep.
See, even the game agrees. They just went, yep. Okay, I need to start planting some vegetable seeds around here. Or maybe some mixed fruits.
In the opera, actors came and went all the time, but the people behind the scenes would stay forever. I'll bet I'd know a few of them now, even after all these years. I wonder if they've left the capital. I certainly hope so. No. 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 No.
It's honestly so funny to you that Edelgard and Hubert may come. Is he actually? Why? Yep. Okay, is there anyone up in the dorm rooms? God damn it, there is. And stick drifting again. Fantastic.
They used to call Enbar the city of Seros. To assault it together with the Knights is surreal. If Seros were alive today, I wonder what she might make of our war.
She'd be mad, she want to murder everybody, you know.
There was once a southern church, and apparently a bishop was dispatched to it. 100 years ago, the southern church became entangled in an insurrection. Until 5 years ago, the Empire and the Church maintained a certain distance from one another.
Give me a quick sec, guys. I'm gonna try blowing my nose again. Sorry about that, everyone. Spring allergies are honestly the worst. This is why I prefer winter. I have way less allergies during the winter. They know whoever they put in place of Rhea will be the victim of dozens of assassination attempts, and they chose her specifically for that reason? Okay, that's funny.
They used to,
if only because of the fact it's like, oh hey, like, we know that Varley is such an asshole to our old friend Bernie. Let's make things hell for him. All right, hang on. What's the calendar event right now? Lots of large fish. It seems the fish in the fishing pond are growing rapidly. This could be your chance for a big catch. I could probably use a few. Ooh, nice big red one. You know what's annoying, guys? The freaking nose issues I'm having right now is just like, I'm just constantly leaking. I don't know what to do to prevent it. And it's super distracting, too. Sorry about that. Late in Crimson Flower, you believe they mentioned the constant attempts on his life and left out as much as a paranoid recluse as he left his daughter. Good. I love how they make the freaking fishing minigame have like this epic ass dramatic music, whether or not you're going to actually pull it up or not. Yeah, wish you had advice, but yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Maybe end stream a little earlier than normal, but we'll see how it goes. You know, I do need to fish up a little more fish than normal, if only so I can, like, have the fish ready for cooking, because I've kind of been running low on food supplies. Like, I never realized that the cooking that you do in the, I know about the cooking that you do where you, like, cook with another person required ingredients. I didn't realize that eating in the cafeteria with 2 other characters actually required food from you as well. I always assumed that it was just its own separate menu. I'm also glad that the types of fish that you find are predetermined, so it doesn't matter how well you perform during the actual button prompts. Just as long as you finish it off, that is to say. Mind you, getting perfects at least speed it up a lot. I didn't mean to press that early. Oh well. Out of curiosity, how often do you guys fish whenever you fish in this game? Like, usually I only do like 1 fishing session every time there's a monastery section, but then I kind of realized I kind of ran out of material way faster due to that. So I was like, okay, maybe I should do it like a few times at least in order to like fish up some good fish. But otherwise, I'm like, I don't know how many times I actually want to fish.
Just recently, the fish in the pond suddenly started thrashing around like mad. I didn't know what was going on. Then I saw something gleaming in the southeastern sky.
I feel like if there were more animals reacting to it, it'd be more than the fish. Feels like the cats and dogs would react more to it.
It happened right when you were out on campaign. I wonder what it could have been.
You only do it at one point early on to get an extra professor point in maddening. Fair enough. I don't know, it just feels like if you want to like get like support conversations, you just have to like get people to like, you know, eat food together.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me! Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Sorry, allergies are kicking up again. One sec. Fun fact, Gatekeeper is the same actor as from Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia. Yep.
According to a merchant who just came from the Alliance, my little bro made it home in one piece. But hell, if we don't stop the Empire soon, there won't be anyone left to help fight them off.
Welcome back, Dirt Dog. Don't mind me, I've mostly been, unfortunately, taking a few too many breaks because I need to keep blowing my nose, which is really annoying.
This one, yes?
And also try to force my controller to stop freaking drifting.
I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes?
I am hitting right on my stick, guys.
I thank you.
AKA your favorite Fire Emblem game? That's awesome.
This one, yes?
Let's buy a few of these since I've been running a little low on tea lately.
This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you.
Aside from that, though, I think we're good here.
Return soon, please.
I don't think I really need to buy any gifts for myself in the upcoming future.
You have a good eye.
I will buy a few food because, like I said, I kind of need it for cooking purposes.
A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Any specific reason why Fire Emblem Echoes is your favorite?
Will this one do? Will this one do? It's all. 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 Will this one do?
My God, you have some expensive freaking. You have some expensive ass food items here.
Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one? 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 It's all. Will this one do? It will this one do? It's
But then again, I make so much money, I can easily just purchase all these, no issues.
Welcome.
Actually, do I even have any, like, bullion I can sell? Yeah, I have, like, 3 bullions to sell, so that's, like, refunded a lot.
Come back soon. What do you require? Farewell.
I will say this, guys, my nose is getting real sore from having to blow them so much. Ugh.
Professor. The whole of the capital is going to be a battleground. The city has such a long heritage.
Tell your friends.
So, perhaps it deserves to be reduced to ashes for once. But we can't let the common folk get hurt. We should try to confine the damage to the noble section of town.
Pardon me.
Okay, is there anybody else I still need to chat with around here? Looks like there's one right here. Ingrid!
Once this battle is over, what will become of Fargus and Fodlan?
Peaceful reign.
Peace, you say? It sounds so foreign, so unattainable. But maybe, just maybe, my hope is for a world at peace. A world in which this present turmoil is a thing of the past, the stuff of legends. I believe those who survived the atrocities of war have a duty to create a new, better world. So the sooner we can stamp out such turmoil, the better. We must win, Professor. There is no alternative here. I won't allow for anything else.
Do you care about wax? No, figured as such. Oh well.
That's so. Some of my soldier friends departed for Empire territory a few days ago. They wore trader clothes and hid their weapons in their luggage, so that even if they encounter patrols, they won't arouse suspicion. Another squad dressed as traveling artists. It's like a game of dress-up, but with lives at stake.
Guys, you know what the worst thing about my allergies is? Like, I'm perfectly okay when I'm not streaming, but whenever I stream, oh man, here comes the waterworks.
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father.
You have to face him at some point.
Hey, don't try and scare me. If he turns up as a reinforcement during the assault, we might lose. I'd better make my peace with that.
Talking kicks up allergies? Is that actually true? Or maybe just lack of activity? I don't know. Whenever I'm just like sitting around relaxing, I don't have allergies to worry about. It's the moment I start streaming, it's like, oh man, just like ruin Limit's ability to actually be able to commentate anything. Like ever. It's actually really frustrating, frankly. The vibrations from talking tends to loosen up the gross. Does it actually? I guess it kind of makes sense, but you wouldn't think that talking would affect your nose, of all things. But hey, what do I know, I guess? I'm just like a video game streamer. I'm not exactly a doctor, am I? The mouth and nose are connected? Kinda. You're right, I guess. You're not wrong. I just wish I didn't have to shove a freaking tissue up my nose in order to block my nose from running.
The Empire's army should be divided now, with significant troops still in the west. If they don't assert their authority over the Old Kingdom's lords, they'll never know when an uprising might start. Ironically, as soon as we capture the Imperial capital, the Old Kingdom's lords are likely to rise up immediately.
A moment.
Man, I like how they're trying to paint, like, the kingdom has, like, an evil group as well. But all I've ever heard was just how evil the Empire lords are. I don't think I've ever heard anything about the kingdom lords.
Ever since the Empire declared war on the Church, we have lost all contact with the priests and monks who are in the Imperial capital. I expect there's nothing we can do but pray for their safety. But realistically, it's probably too late.
Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle.
I like how the game is trying to paint it as though we're about to end the game, but I know there's like a few more chapters before the end.
We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Gerald. I don't know what comes next, but we can sort out those details later.
You know what? I'm kind of curious. Let me see how many chapters are left. I think it's like... I'm pretty sure there's like 5 chapters left. Something like that. But even then, even though it's only 5 chapters, we still have so much content we still have to blow through. Gosh. This game is so freaking long, guys. But I know a lot of people is just going to be telling me, oh, Limit, if you don't want to go through so much games, stop doing so much stuff in a monastery. I wouldn't, if it wasn't for the fact that they offer you so much freaking content in the monastery in order to make your units good.
I used to go to the opera there with my mother and brother. I never thought my return would be like this.
Man, I wish Flarga was around more often. I haven't talked to Flarga in a while. They did go to medical school for stuff like this, so they would actually know about this better than I would. In regards to the whole nose-related stuff.
So if we win the war, will you become the ruler of Fodlan? You seem unsure, so I guess anything is possible. For what it's worth, I think you'd make a good ruler. You could bring peace to the land.
Okay, let's see here. Who to make a meal with? I guess it kind of depends on who I have support conversations with, don't it? You know, considering how I pretty much have almost everyone maxed out, I don't think it really matters who I decide to cook with me. I guess we can go for Bernie? Sure, let's go for Bernie. And extra resistance is never something bad to have.
Sounds fun.
And as for our meals, we'll worry about that later. Mostly because I usually, whenever I have the meals, it's usually support focused more than anything.
Pardon me.
Hey, is anyone around here? Looks like there's a few people in the dining hall. Not the dining hall, but like the Great Hall. Yeah, looks like Great Hall aspects. Oh god, the game is slowing down a little bit on my end. I'm going to do a quick save in case the game decides to crash on me. It's happened once before! I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again.
We're forming small units and slowly sneaking into the Empire's territory. That allows us to conceal ourselves along the path of the main army's progress, so that by the time we reach the capital, we can all join forces again. However, if any of the units are discovered before we can rendezvous, the whole plan is a bust. I'm sure it will work out, though. The Empire seems to think we've abandoned our plans to invade, so they're likely not keeping as close a watch.
Invading the capital and smashing the Empire. I wonder if doing so could really end this war. Care to share your thoughts, Professor?
I think it'll end the war.
You say that with such confidence. I want to believe that it's true. Although for now, better to focus my efforts on the fight at hand.
I'm a little surprised. Usually the game is much more selective about like how they're like, oh man, you want to speak with conviction, don't speak with uncertainty, or those people won't believe in you. And the one time they actually want me to speak with uncertainty is a freaking Lysithea.
Those things appeared as soon as we got ourselves set up in Fort Mercius.
Probably because Lysithea Ray thinks it's kind of bullshit. Not wrong.
Professor!
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. If we are able to save her, then I expect you will learn many secrets that have hitherto been kept from you. Are you prepared for that?
I am.
Excellent. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come. I have something to ask of you.
Oh god, of course I need berries and fruit. Please tell me I have enough of it.
The battle will soon be upon us.
No, of course I wouldn't have any berries and fruit on me. Mother trucker!
The battle will soon.
Where the hell am I supposed to find a whole bunch of berries and fruit? And I remember specifically saying, I remember there was a side quest that involved the berries and fruit. But Child's like, oh, I don't think that exists. And lo and behold, we finally found one. And there's still nothing to do on the 3rd floor. I keep on thinking there was actually something on the 3rd floor, but I guess not.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility. Swore never to return. Now here we are. To return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined.
Lady Rhea. Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea real soon, I get happy and really get cleaning. We'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again?
You know, it'd be really screwed up. What if, like, we rescue Rhea with Cyril, and then, like, Rhea just, like, pops out and then just stabs Cyril in the stomach, and she's like, "Hail, Edelgard!" And then Cyril just, like, goes wide-eyed as he slowly dies. I don't know why. That dark thought just randomly popped in my head. I was like, man, why do I think about the worst things about Cyril, even though he hasn't really done anything particularly wrong to me? He's just been really annoying.
I just gotta believe Lady Rhea is waiting for us in the capital. We just have to find her.
And of course, you don't have any of the lost items here. Man, I have so many Silver Snow related items, but no one wants to actually take them.
Professor, at last, the end is nigh. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to survive, but I know that is not reasonable. The Empire's time has come. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan and rule it as a single nation. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we will not have an Adrestian Emperor. How could you?
I can, and I will, until I can find a real answer, Ferdy.
The information about Lady Rhea being held in the Imperial capital came from an Imperial soldier at Mercius?
I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by this female nice design. Look how much of a supermodel body she has. Look how thin her waist is. And look how it gives her like a huge corset like bosom. Jeez. Why is this armor so form-fitting for her? Are you able to breathe, woman?
We can't discount the possibility that the enemy's feeding us fake information on purpose. Still, we can only move forward. It's all on you, Professor.
I'm not crazy in thinking that suit of armor is overly form-fitting, right?
Really, Rhea?
There, Enbar is where the divine Seros, sent by the goddess, first appeared before mankind. Saint Seros then worked countless miracles there and offered guidance to the people.
If she's gonna die, she's gonna die sexily? Fair enough.
That's why Enbar is considered a holy place for the Church of Seros.
Don't crash, 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 don't crash.
Hey, you. Oh, I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
Really?
Oh, so Flame be an awful liar? I was talking about this earlier, but like the fact that Flame has not been discovered by anyone after like so many years, I'm starting to believe that everyone did actually find out about it, but because Flame is so sweet about it, they did just pretend that they don't actually know to not hurt her feelings. Instead of being the bumbling dad that he is, he doesn't even realize that everybody realizes. Everyone just politely nods to him whenever he's being very, like, where he alludes to his past, but it's not as blatant as, like, Flame is, and they're just trying not to, like, anger him by saying that they know.
I'm from the Empire myself, and I still have some relatives in Inbar.
She just admitted to being born shortly after her parents' marriage. Uh-huh.
I hope they get out in time, but I've no way of contacting them. I guess all I can do is pray they're not harmed.
I have been to the kingdom capital before, but never to the imperial one. They say it is the biggest city in all Fodlan, so we will no doubt have many civilians to worry about. I hope we can preserve the city. If it is destroyed in the battle, the people will face hardship. I would say we should avoid the use of excessive force, but I suppose that hinges upon the Empire's terms of engagement.
Oops, accidentally dropped something. Okay, let's see now. Who do I want to raise up faith for? Doesn't overly matter, so I'm just going to pair up a pair of characters that need support. So, Ferdinand and Petra.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not?
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Still not enough for our freaking support, though. Mother trucker. Oh well. I hope to improve my writing skills before our next battle. Any suggestions for where to begin? I want people to see me on horseback and say, "He reigns supreme." I'm choosing to ignore your puns. You're out of time. The next battle awaits us. Start by befriending the horse you'll be riding. How did it take me a moment to realize that was Aloise? The moment I realized it was a pun, it's like, oh. Yeah, that's Aloise. Okay, looks like there's only one person left, and then we finally hit up the support conversations.
So, did you know? A magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar. It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
Alright, that should be everyone, so I think we're good to, like, go die now. I almost said die. Okay, is there one I can do Ferdinand and Petra with? That'd be great. Perfect! Right off the bat. Is that enough to finish them off? Yes, it is! Woo! Let's go! Ferdinand, support conversations, done!
Ferdinand.
Huh? Ah, Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? As an Imperial hostage, you would be freed if the Empire were to fall.
Yes. My plan is to be returning home. But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day, but Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Brigid, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
We will stay winning and no one dies.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes. You and I can be the link between Fodlan and Brigid.
Oh.
Okay, I have to confess. I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Brigid.
I have to do things. I am things. Oh my god, Petra, you can't say that in, like, noble company.
Is that a truth?
I have just made a decision. I will work as an ambassador, improving relations between our people. Whether you are in Brigid or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Brigid.
You can count on me. We will keep at it, and one day...
Yes, one day, we will be seeing that future.
Why is Petra so freaking cute, guys? Oh my god. Okay, who else needs to get their motivation up? Manuela, Aloise, Catherine, Cyril, and Constance. Okay, Constance is probably the one who needs it the most, so... let's just pair her up with, like, someone. Once I figure out who I want supports between... Well, here's the thing. Flayn is kind of done as well, so... maybe I should just, like, do Flayn and... Constance if I can do it. Yes, I can.
This is...
Okay, still need to do Cyril... and Manuela, and Aloise, and Catherine. Oh my god. And of course, everyone's already finished talking with each other here. I guess we'll do Cyril and... Hilda? Sure. And of course I'm out of material. Why would I not have any material for this? Of course I'm out of any food that Hilda actually likes eating. Ah, whatever, good enough.
Yeah, I've got...
Okay, now we just gotta fill up Aloise, Catherine, and Manuela. Alright, Manuela and Lorenz probably is the one that makes the most sense here. You know, assuming I can actually find a pairing between these two. honestly, as long as Lorenz doesn't hate it, I can just... Of course he hates it. Why would he like anything I want to feed him?
This is a wonderful dish.
Be quick sec, guys. I gotta change out the napkin that was in my nose because, man, my napkin got super wet rather quick. I'll be real with you guys. I don't even know where all this mucus comes from. I know it's supposed to be coming from a gland, but how's it producing so much? Alright, looks like Eloise just needs to pair up there, and Catherine could use something with... I guess we'll do Ash with her then.
This looks eating.
And it looks like it doesn't really matter who I decide to have Alois eat with, because Alois only has like one person left that they want to hang out with, and it's Manuela, and Manuela already ate. So heck it! Just eat a meal with Alois and Balthus if he doesn't hate the meal. Like I said, I've never run out of food before, so this is kind of crazy. Well, at least Alois isn't as much of a picky eater compared to Balthus.
My favorite captain.
Oh, so my god, Balthus is huge. I didn't think he was as big as Alois. Well, larger than Alois, rather. Alright, if we're going to use that bolt axe on Constance, we're going to have to refocus her really quick. You're going to be focusing on only axes for a while, young lady. It does not help that you have a disadvantage on this, so that's going to be a little annoying.
You see, I've come. I shall. I could do it.
Okay. Aside from that, though, I don't think I really need to worry about anybody else here. I guess we can just, like, keep on leveling up his normal faith magic in the meanwhile until he can develop something else.
Thanks for... Go on. Oh.
I don't need to worry about Ferdinand anymore. He's pretty much set for life as it is, so I think we'll just leave that be for now. Setith, your authority is fine. Flame's authority could be higher. Cyril definitely could use more authority. If only so we can give him a better battalion to work off of. Same for Catherine and Eloise, honestly. I want to get these guys up to at least A if I can help it. Because A is like the bare minimum of like the battalions. I don't think I've ever seen an S rank battalion before.
What now?
Jump. No. Jump.
I should not be surprised that the freaking professor man who was the one who was most willing to learn about authority.
Got a sec?
A town I've done business in before has been deeply affected by war. I see you're selling food there now. How should I go about it in light of all that? Give it away with a deal for them to repay later.
Aha, that's it.
Professor.
Wow, Pam! As I always say, if all else fails, hit him with your fist. Train me up in hand-to-hand brawling, and I'll make a great grappler. Whatever makes you happy, Caspar. Do I really need to do Anna's birthday? I mean, I'll do it, but what's the point? Like, actually, what is the point? What point is there in having a freaking tea party with freaking Anna of all characters? She literally has no support conversations! Anyway, her favorite teas are Saros tea, Dagda fruit blend, and bergamot.
Thanks for having me. Time for business. Oh, wait. A tea party? I just love this kind of tea. Makes me happy knowing you handpicked it just for me. Thanks a million.
If it was any other Anna, I would happily have a tea party with her, but of course it's the Anna that you can't even have a bond with. Things that bother you, you don't care about that. Exploring the monastery, you do care about that. And you have hopes for... No, she doesn't have hopes for her future. So literally it's just exploring the monastery for her, apparently. Equipment upkeep, she cares about that. Things that you find romantic, I don't think she does not care about that. Monastery rules, she apparently cares about that, but I feel like the equipment upkeep is more up her alley anyway. Monastery security, she definitely doesn't care about that. Our first meeting, oh, she cares about that. And she likes gossip. Nah, that sounds about right. Anna definitely is a gossiper.
The Shrine region is rich in high-quality minerals. Wonder how I can distribute them to a buyer.
Commend or praise? Head pats for Anna.
Thanks for treating me. Let's do this again, yeah?
I forget, do you also get to do a birthday with Yuritsa? Does his birthday even show up post-time skip? Because that's the only way you can even access him as a character. Oh great, it's Lorenz's birthday now. How you doing, Pencilhead? He likes bergamot, rose petal blend, and Saros tea.
I am here for the invitation. A fresh and fruity aroma. Oh, yes, this is my kind of tea.
Oh, of course you're the kind who likes fruity stuff. Why am I not surprised?
Thank you. lovely aroma.
Alright, what do you like chatting about? Thanks for everything? Yeah, that sounds like some... Actually, no, surprisingly, he doesn't... No, he does actually like that, huh? He doesn't care about battalions, and the courtyard couple, you give no shits about. Yeah, of course he wants to be freaking praised. Look at him hug that knee of his. I heard some gossip. He doesn't care about that. Dreamy nights. He doesn't... Maybe he is gay.
Indeed.
Apparently he likes dreamy nights. A new gambit. He cares about that. Strange fish in a pond. I don't think he cares about that. No, he doesn't. And he likes the opera. Tell me about the opera. Have you ever been to one of Dorothea's operas? I'd love to go to one of those. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about other people on your birthday.
Settles nicely on the palate.
I think that says more about you than it does me.
Even a noble needs a break now and then. One cannot be at one's best all the time.
And the only options for that are nodding and praising. Yeah, this is why I feel like there's a lot of sucking up to nobles in this game that I'm not too crazy about.
This was wonderful. Next time, I will provide the tea. Farewell.
The two of us are gonna do real good together.
Yes, this will go well. Look at our excellent results.
I swear, one of these days we'll hit A+ rank, Sedith.
Can't let this power go unused.
Alright, looks like we're gonna be heading into battle. Does anybody want to try to reclass? Let me see if I can reclass anyone into flying units. And then I can probably actually make use of these characters being able to actually... Ooh, actually, we could turn Petra into a Wyvern Rider. It's a 44% chance, but we could do it. And if we do that, then we can easily start building up support conversations with her. Oh, please. Just turn into a Wyvern Rider, Petra. And of course, I can never be that lucky. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game, though, so I really want to try to get the support conversations done sooner than later. Okay, if not Petra, anybody else? Maybe Ash can become a Wyvern Rider? Never mind. Okay, Ash can't do it either. That's fine. I still love how Edelgard is a representative of tea parties. That is really funny to me. You know, I'm a little surprised that Sakurai never actually made a taunt about Byleth just pulling out a cup of tea and sipping on it. I feel like that'd be ultimate disrespect. Just like, after like Byleth gets killed, they just pull out a teacup and start sipping on it. I don't know, I just feel like that'd be super appropriate for them for some reason. Alright, no certifications for me then. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, let's see here. What time is it? It is almost 10 p.m. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is okay, chat. I think we're going to end the stream a little early today. Mostly because one, I'm still trying to recover from my lack of sleep. I'll be real with you guys. I've only slept like 3 hours today. It was not a lot. I am still very tired. In fact, I'm a little surprised I was able to stream 3 hours today, frankly, due to that. But, I am starting to feel myself crash a little bit. And the allergies is messing with me a lot more than I thought it would. So, I think I might be, as much as I hate to say it, I might be catching a cold. And if you know anything about streaming, you definitely want to avoid getting sick if you can help it. So, as such, I think we're going to call it here. I'm sorry for the shorter stream than normal, but I am feeling a little exhausted tonight, so I hope you all understand. I appreciate you all understanding. Alright, let me give you guys a heads up for the schedule right now, though. Next stream will be tomorrow night. We're going to be tackling Zenless Zone Zero at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we can get the events knocked out of the way. Friday will be more Final Fantasy VII Blind. And on Sunday, we'll be continuing the Shiny Ditto hunt until we actually do find that Shiny Ditto. God, I hope we find it sooner than later. If there's any changes to the schedule, though, y'all can follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, or YouTube, where I post stream updates and channel shenanigans. Alternatively, y'all can hit up the Discord server, where we talk about anything and everything. We're a very friendly bunch in there, and we're always welcome to any new faces. We also do movie nights in there every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next movie we're watching on Monday is part of the finale of the Indiana Jones Marathon. We're going to be watching Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. If you guys want to check that out, consider heading up to Discord server where we host it. It's also going to be, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we're also going to be watching World's Finest because we have been going through the DC animated shows and we finally got up to that special crossover between Batman and Superman animated. If you guys want to check that out, again, Discord server. Alright, that's going to be it for now, though. If you guys have any raid messages in mind, let me know. I have, like, 2 I have written down, but if you guys have any good ones, let me know. I'm going to find ourselves a raid target. Oh my god, really? You know what? I'm gonna send you guys over to Peter for this. Cleared too soon? That's not bad, but I had a more of a silly one I had in mind. Looks like Peter Persum, our good friend, is currently playing through Doom, so I'll send you guys in their direction. As for what I want to raid with, I'm gonna raid with these 2 raid messages. We're going to raid with Medieval Nukes and yeah, wahoo, fighting! If you don't have access to the emotes due to lack of subs, all good, just raid with the message. That's just, but yeah, we're gonna be raiding Peter. Oh, wrong location. Anyway, like I said, that's going to be it for now. Until next time, everyone, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, love always. Have a good night, everybody.